Hello, and welcome to the wonderful Wired Wednesday. My name is Ashley, and this is Windows 11 Tips and Tricks for All. In this video, we're going to go through some of the tips and tricks of Windows 11. There are ways to make Windows 11 easier to use. And yes, it has changed a bit from Windows 10. So today we're going to go through that together. Don't worry, I've got your back. So one of the biggest things that people come to me with is making the text size and the font size bigger on a Windows 11 machine. So for starters, if we're going to make the icons bigger, you can just do that right from the desktop. So this area here is the desktop. It's where certain files sit. It's just like when you go into your computer, it's the first thing that you see. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your mouse or your trackpad and you're just going to do a right click and then go to View, and then you can choose small, medium, or large icons. So if I choose medium icons, that's medium icons. If I go back in again and go to View and go to large icons, that's the large icons. So it depends on what you'd like. The bigger, the better for some people, and that's okay. If that's what you'd like, then that's how you do it. If you want to then sort these, you can go to Sort By, so it puts them into order, by name, for example, and it will just put them and nicely kind of put them into the one side of your desktop. Moving along to the font size, if you go into your Start button or the Windows button right here, so right next to your little search bar that's at the very bottom on your taskbar, this is called the taskbar here. You're going to click there and then go to Settings, or you can type Settings up into this search bar as well. And then we're going to go down to Accessibility, so you can just click on Accessibility. And then first we're going to start with text size, which is just up here at the top. And then what they've done here is they've made it so you can actually see what the text is going to look like as you choose what size you want. So you can just kind of go through and you just drag this slider, or you can just kind of click on it where you want it. And then when you find the actual font size or the text size that you like, you can just hit Apply. And it will do a little refresh, and then here we are. You can see that this is now bigger than it was. Going back to accessibility, there's also a chance for you to change the size of your cursor or your mouse, the little arrow that you see here on the screen. So I'm going to click mouse pointer and touch, and then same thing, you can drag the size to make it bigger if you'd like. So that point will still be what you're clicking with, but it's going to make it bigger so you can see it on the page. Because a lot of times our mouse gets lost and you can't really find the cursor anymore. So you can do that. That's an option for you as well. You can change it so it's a color as well. So you can have it so it's green, and then you can make it bigger so it's just easier to see. There's all different things that you can do that way. You can change the color of it to whatever color you want. You want it to be pink, you can change it to pink, purple, green, you name it. And then you can also go through here. So say if you're a person who doesn't use a mouse and use a touchpad, you can actually click on touchpad and you can do the cursor speed, so how fast it moves, scroll and zoom. You can choose how you want to set that up as well. And then you can also set up how touchy your touchpad is as well. So do you want it to be super sensitive, not as sensitive? You can do that through here. Voice typing. So I'm going to open up a document. So I'm just going to open up a Word document, for example. And you can see here, so we're going to do voice typing. So if typing is hard for you and you're somebody who has issues with typing, or you don't type fast enough, those kinds of things, or if you just like to use your voice, you definitely can do that. They offer a voice typing feature. So you have to press the Windows logo key. So on your keyboard, there'll be a Windows logo key and then H. And if you hit that, it should start doing Microsoft Speech Services. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just press on this microphone and it's going to start typing for us. Hello, my name is Ashley and I'm doing a Wired Wednesday video and I am typing. And then once you're done, you can just stop it and then hit Got It. So, and then it will go back and it will try to automatically put in your punctuation and things as well. You may have to just add a few things on and just kind of play around with it. But it's a simple way to be able to type instead of, to talk for typing instead of typing itself. The Simplified Start menu in Windows, so I'm just going to get out of here now. So there's a Simplified Start menu in Windows 11. So this is different than Windows 10. So if you go down to this, once again, this little window here, the Start button, just on the taskbar, you can see that all of your apps are here, and then you can actually go to all apps and you can see everything in one shot. So this is a bit different than Windows 10 and what that looked like. And you can always use your search button here to search for an app. So instead of going through and scrolling through a bunch of things, you can just go into the search bar and you can start typing what you're looking for, like Word, for example. So you can see Word comes up. Even documents, if there's a document on here that you were looking for, you can start typing the name of that document and it will come up here as well. And then if you'd like to pin something to the taskbar, so let's put it down here at the bottom on this so you can go back to it later. So say, for example, I wanted to pin Outlook to the taskbar. So here's Outlook here. I'm going to once again do that right click and then hit pin to taskbar. And it will just pop it down here on the taskbar as well. This is just for ease of use. You can just go into these things almost like a shortcut to it. So you don't have to go through and find it every time. You know it's down here on your taskbar. You can click it and you can go into the program. The magnifier tool. So I'm just going to go back into a Word document here. And this is just my script for today. So I'm going to use this now to actually zoom in. So for those who need a closer look, the magnifier tool is great. So you're going to press that Windows logo key again and the plus sign that's just at the top next to the backspace. So Windows key, and then it's going to start putting it in and making it bigger. There we go. You can see it's actually made it too big now. So now you're going to press that Windows key and the button next to it, which is the dash, which would be a minus button. But you can definitely zoom in the screen. You can move the screen from side to side still. You can read. You can do all of those things. It just makes it a little bit more accessible as well. Because I'm on a work computer, I don't have access to be able to show you the Windows Defender security system. So what that does is it basically works as a virus scanning software on your computer. So it's built into Windows 11. So if that's something you would be interested in setting up, you could still use McAfee and Norton or any of those ones as well. But you do have that option to have it built into your machine. So if you're somebody who is trying to adhere to a budget and things, and you don't want to spend that extra money, there are other options for you. There are free options for antivirus, but also keep in mind that Windows 11 has it built in as well. And that's Windows 11 tips and tricks for all. Have a great day.